There's nothing scarier than starting a new business. I should know. I did that a couple of years ago. But when you've got somebody who's going to hold your hand through the process, they're a godsend. And speaking of godsends, we've got Mandy Wilkins from SJ Canny Accountants in the studio this morning at Bay Lifestyle to tell us why you're going to be a godsend for new businesses, Mandy.
Oh, I am going to be a godsend, Roxy. Look, we have so many inquiries about people starting new businesses, and often people that have already a little way along the track that come in, and we've got to fix some things or help them in direction. So we decided that we would do a new business workshop which will be very interactive. We'll have groups in there and many questions, but we'll run through sort of from start to finish so people can get themselves started. So we thought we would start with sort of defining people's business and work out exactly what it is they're selling or what the service is and how to cost it, because sometimes that's a bit of a sticking point. They don't know how they should be costing it.
Now, that's funny. This week I had a chat to another small business person and we had exactly that conversation.
Yeah, so we've got some very tricky formulas and all sorts of things for doing that, which we can help people with. We'll also touch on a business plan and talk about that and sort of demystify that, if you like. We'll talk about what structure people should be in. Should they go it alone? Should they form a company or a trust, perhaps? We'll do the other things like, what's an ABN, GST, what are your obligations? And that can be a little bit of a minefield and a bit scary. But we're also going to have some very interactive demos on record keeping. So there's lots of really cool software packages out there now.
Yeah.
But also people might still want to do things manually. So we'll go through what needs to be done and what would be the best way for them to do it. And we'll touch on employing staff, what your obligations are there with taking tax and paying superannuation and that sort of thing. And the fun part will be having some marketing and promotion.
I thought you were going to say the fun part will be drinks afterwards.
Maybe. No, it's going to be in the morning, so perhaps we better not do that. And we'll also talk about finance for small business. And we've got a guest speaker coming along from Geelong Financial Group to share their wisdom. So,
wow, that's pretty much everything you would want to know if you were going to start your own business.
That's right. It will be a really great start. As I said, very interactive, happy to have lots of questions. There's a fantastic little show bag people can take with them, and we're going to design it so it'll be in reasonably small groups so that, people will feel comfortable, asking questions, and it won't be too...
Okay, you're not sort of speaking out in front of a big group of people.
No, I think it's better if we have small groups.
And the great thing about that, you can almost network with the other people who are there.
Absolutely,
You're all potentially at similar stages, so that's actually a really valuable thing. It's interesting that you're talking about this now, because I think that come the end of this year, there'll be a lot of people who may have been employed in some of the big organisations that are closing down in Geelong or downsizing, who might be looking at investing their packages into starting their own business. And pretty much this would be a great little, I suppose, a recipe for at least getting the foundations right.
That's exactly right. Yeah. And look, we've had a few, redundancies from Ford, some from Alcoa, and other industries that are cutting down, and that is not good news. But the good news that does come out of that is that people will then often take their package and go into a business. So we want to make sure that people do it right from the start. They don't waste money, and we steer them in the right direction.
Fantastic. How much does this cost, and when are they?
It's going to be on the 5th of December, and it'll run from 10 a.m. till 12:30. The tickets are $330 per person, but they can bring a guest at half price, but there's an early bird special of $295.
Wow, so getting quick. That's a very you're getting expert advice.
It's great value. It's really great
value.
For
very little. That's fantastic. Look, Mandy, I would suggest this would be great for anybody. And even me, I've been in the business for just over 3 years now, but I'm still learning every day. And just to get a bit of a revisit on the things that are important, it's, it's not just for people who are thinking about it. You might have already just started your business as well.
That's right. So it probably doesn't, for some people, doesn't matter what stage they're at.
Yeah.
But Anyway, and we love doing this. We just love it. I'm
She
so
does.
excited
She
about
is
it.
excited. She's passionate and excited, and that's exactly what you want in your accountant. Trust me. Now head along to SJ Canny Accountants or sjcanny.com.au. You'll be able to find out all the information there. Give them a call, and definitely the early bird. That is a great bargain.
Yeah, so if you give us a call on 52789500, 500, ask for Katie, and we'll be able to give you all of the details.
Sensational. We'll catch you soon, Mandy.
Thanks, Roxy.
Bye.
Thank you.